Hello my people, welcome back to Breaking News Nigeria again. So guys, controversy has just erupted again, this time from within the Igbo community itself. Senior advocate of Nigeria, Obama Dwabutri, has described the ongoing Free Nnamdi Kanu protest as ill-timed and warned that it could be seen as asking the federal government to interfere in a case that is still before the court. This particular statement did not sit well with many Nigerians, especially in the southeast. Now, social media has exploded based on what this man said. People said they were shocked that such a respected Igbo man would describe the protest as ill-timed when their son Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spent over 3 years or more in DSS detention despite multiple court orders for his release. Anyway guys, I'd love you guys to listen to what he has to say, and please drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'm going to be right back. Hear what Obama Dwabutri said about the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest.
Why move the battle from the courtroom to the streets is what critics and opponents of the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest have been asking since yesterday, since that protest. Was it necessary? But let me ask you, do you find it abnormal, or is it legal for that protest to have held and to have part of his legal counsel on the streets as well?
You see, the Nnamdi Kanu question to us Igbos is a very sensitive issue. So,
and I believe for all Nigerians.
Yeah, well, so I will answer it from two perspectives.
Yes.
First, as an Igbo man, then as a senior advocate of Nigeria.
Great.
As an Igbo man, I want them to release Nnamdi Kanu even yesterday. Because according to them, he is a freedom fighter. But as a lawyer, when you have handed over your proceedings, your issues to court, you are no longer entitled to resort to self-help. What they are doing now is simply self-help, which is not allowed by law. I think the protest is completely ill-timed. Now, the federal government has closed its case. The highly respected lawyer, Ezene Onyechipazu, makes a no-case submission, as I'm told, but I'm not following the case.
Yes.
And they overruled it and said,
the finance was called to open its trial.
Come here and tender your defense. Instead of going to tender your defense, you go to the streets.
Lawyer Opara says there's nothing that stops him as a lawyer or a Nigerian from protesting. He says there's no law. That's what he told me. No,
but I'll tell you straight. Now, there was a lawyer that is with us here in Abuja. He did a matter in Kaduna, and he lost. The matter was in the Court of Appeal. He went to, it was a house. He went to the house and wrote, this house is subject of litigation, and wrote his phone number on the property. He's been disbarred.
For writing his number?
His number, yes. Because you are interfering with the judicial proceeding. I won't mention his name. He's been disbarred. And a very, very brilliant young man. I did so many cases when we were doing AA cases together. Very, very, very vibrant young man. Then here you are defending somebody. Why did you see Onyechipazu on the street? You are defending somebody, you know the matter is pending in court, and what you as a lawyer doing a matter is asking the federal government to interfere and direct a judge. I don't know if you get it. You direct a judge how to decide a matter pending before him. It is the same people who are shouting up and down that will come and say, Tinubu interfere with the judiciary.
I mean, he already blames the president. He says the president has the power.
No, I'm not here to trade words with the former young man. No, if it is to trade words with him, okay, I will excuse myself.
No, don't excuse yourself. So let's go on. There are so many issues you brought up, such as this. The court has also granted Nnamdi Kanu some reprieve, and the government had not done anything about those reprieve, but he's been selective. To summarize what he has said, the government is cherry picking, what case to pursue in order to keep Nnamdi Kanu perpetually in jail. He's been awarded freedom, he's been awarded some monies even in Kenya, and all of that. Those are the issues he raised. Do you think there's any valid basis in law?
Can a court in Kenya interfere with a matter pending?
What about the courts in Nigeria that have granted him some reprieve?
What reprieve?
The Court of Appeal.
Did what? What did he say?
Asked for Nnamdi Kanu to be released.
I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware that these proceedings of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes. That have gone for 4 years.
You see, I told you that this is a very sensitive issue.
Yes.
Especially to us Igbos. So when they say Nnamdi Kanu has spent 4 years trial, I beg to disagree.
Okay.
Because when Nnamdi was granted bail, he escaped. Right? It was about 2-3 years ago that they kidnapped him in Kaduna, in Kenya, as they say, and brought him back here. So if they brought him back here about 3 years ago, so he's been incarcerated for about 3 years. And then you also realize that the prosecution was ready to go on. Since Lateef Fagbemi became the Attorney General of the Federation, they have shown that they are ready to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu, and they have done so. They have, you see, if you are following the trial, as some of us have been following it, you will see that there appeared to be a deliberate tendency towards getting the court to free Nnamdi Kanu. Why do I say so? The most incriminating evidence against Nnamdi Kanu were rejected by the court. Most of them. And if you remove those pieces of evidence, Nnamdi Kanu will walk away a free man. But people know what they gain from prolonging an issue that is better dealt summarily in court. It is not possible for you to force a government, a responsible government that says it has charged somebody to court, then you go to the street and say you must release him. You must, how?
Okay, well, they are opening their trial on the 23rd, which I believe is just 48 hours from now.
Yes.
We'll continue to follow the proceedings. But senior advocate, before you go, there's another legal matter, constitution matter I would like you to speak on. Mr. Olanipekun, senior advocate of Nigeria, today did say that the National Assembly should stay action on the amendment and patching of our constitution. What we need is a fresh one. Do you agree with him?
No, you know that Wole is our big boss. We all respect him, just like Afi. But when people say they want a new constitution, if you remove this one, what you have removed is Nigeria. What it means is that Nigeria is no longer in existence. What gave us this country called Nigeria is this constitution. So if you remove the constitution, what it means is that Wole Olanipekun can no longer go to London because the green passport he has will be invalid. There will be no country upon which you can say, I'm a citizen of this place, I am entitled to come to your place because there's a relationship between us. I don't see how we can say we need a brand new constitution.
By the people. Constitution.
How do we mean by the people?
Because the argument is that the 1999 constitution, which we practice, is not by we the people, but the military drafted it.
How many people in the military gave us the constitution?
And he's saying instead of patching it up every National Assembly cycle, we need to get one that is put together by the people themselves. Please,
Adesua, tell me how the people will come together to get that constitution done. Which is outside the...
A referendum?
How will you organize that referendum? Somebody must organize it. The military simply organized... One of my lawyers participated, Ali Aku, he's late now, participated in drawing this 1999 constitution. I know that Abdullah Adamu was a member of the... These are civilians now. a lot of people who was chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee. It is simply that the military were in power and they promulgated the Constitution. The military had no hand in drawing up the Constitution. So when they say we need a brand new Constitution, whatever you want to do with that brand new Constitution, you have people's representatives in the Senate, in the House of Representatives,
and they've been patching it.
So they don't. It is not that is what it must be.
They've been amending it.
Yes.
Almost every election cycle, you have a new National Assembly. It's amended.
That is where I fault them, because I don't see the amendment they make. I simply look at it as that the National Assembly is using it as a means of taking money from Nigerians.
So how best do you then think we can have a constitution that, to a large extent, answers the questions and yearnings of Nigerians who believe that this constitution doesn't serve them?
The moment the National Assembly, the members of the National Assembly, the Senate and the House of Reps, when they leave tribalistic tendencies and become more nationalistic, when you stop thinking of where you are from, when you begin to think of the general good, that is when people will begin to make contributions towards amending the Constitution, and then it will serve our general purpose. But when if you are talking to somebody from South, all he's interested in is how much revenue does he get from oil. That is his only interest. If you are talking to somebody from the North, he wants you to use land mass as a basis for sharing our money. When they say they are amending our Constitution, what they do really is to decide how our money is shared. When we want the Constitution to work for us, we have to remove it from sharing money and put it towards how do we make money. I will tell you, the Land Use Decree or the Land Use Act has given all lands for farming to local government chairmen. How many local governments in Nigeria have one farm?
So it's not really about the document, but people who implement.
Yes, how you implement it. That is the main problem.
All right, thank you very much. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, fantastic place to leave it. And we always thank you for your insights and your appearance on Newsnight.
So guys, a lot of people are against, Madu Abuchi, his statement. People are expecting him as a respected Igbo elder and Senior Advocate of Nigeria to at least show empathy toward the collective frustration of his people. Many believe that his statement distances him from the reality of what the Southeast is facing: political marginalization, economic neglect, and the emotional weight, of Kanu's detention. Let's be honest, if people waited for the right time to protest injustice, no one would ever protest. For many Igbos, this is not about politics or sympathy, it's about freedom, justice, and dignity. After years of silence, arrest, and intimidation, this protest feels like a moral necessity. Anyway, guys, that's what we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do hit the subscribe button, like, and share this video. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again in my next video.